When and how the annihilation of our universe takes place. Reference Srimad Bhagavatam 12.4 summary. 1000 cycles of 4 ages constitute one day of Brahma, and each day of Brahma, called a Kalpa, contains within it the lifetimes of 14 Manus. The duration of Brahma's night is the same as that of his day. During his night, Brahma sleeps, and the three planetary systems Patala, Martya, and Swarga meet destruction. Planetary systems above Swarga, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka remains unaffected. This is the Naimittika or occasional or partial annihilation. How the partial annihilation takes place is explained here. Srimad Bhagavatam 3:11-28. At the end of the day, under the insignificant portion of the mode of darkness, the powerful manifestation of the universe merges in the darkness of night. By the influence of eternal time, the innumerable living entities remain merged in that dissolution and everything is silent. Srimad Bhagavatam 3:11-29. When the night of Brahma ensues, all the three worlds are out of sight, and the sun and the moon are without glare, just as in the due course of an ordinary night. Srimad Bhagavatam 3:11-30. The devastation takes place due to the fire emanating from the mouth of Sankarshana or Anantasesha, and thus great sages like Bhrigu and other inhabitants of Maharloka transport themselves to Janaloka, being distressed by the warmth of the blazing fire which rages through the three worlds below. Here you can see our universe. During the partial annihilation, all the planetary system up to Svargaloka are devastated, and the planetary systems above Svargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka remains unaffected. Here you can see Anantasesha, Lord Sankarsana, holding the entire universe on one of his foots. The fire emanating from his mouth annihilates the universe up to Svargaloka. Srimad Bhagavatam 3:11-31. At the beginning of the devastation, all the seas overflow and the hurricane winds blow very violently. Thus, the waves of seas become ferocious, and in no time, at all the three worlds are full of water. When Brahma's lifespan of 100 years is finished, there occurs the Prakritika or total material annihilation of the entire universe. How the total annihilation takes place is explained here. Srimad Bhagavatam 12:4-7. As annihilation approaches, O king, there will be no rain upon the earth for 100 years. Drought will lead to famine, and the starving populace will literally consume one another. The inhabitants of the earth, bewildered by the force of time, will gradually be destroyed. Srimad Bhagavatam 12:4-8. The sun in its annihilating form will drink up with its terrible rays all the water of the ocean, of living bodies, and of earth itself. But the devastating sun will not give any rain in return. Srimad Bhagavatam 12:4-9. Next, the great fire of annihilation will flare up from the mouth of Lord Sankarshana, carried by the mighty force of the wind. This fire will burn throughout the universe, scorching the lifeless cosmic shell. 12 Srimad Bhagavatam 12:4-10. Burned from all sides, from above by the blazing sun, and from below by the fire of Lord Sankarshana, the universal sphere will glow like a burning ball of cow dung. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.4.11. A great and terrible wind of destruction will begin to blow for more than 100 years, and the sky covered with dust will turn grey. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.4.12. After that, walking groups of multicolored clouds will gather, roaring terribly with thunder, and will pour down floods of rain for 100 years. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.4.13. At that time, the shell of the universe will fill up with water, forming a single cosmic ocean. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.4.14. As the entire universe is flooded, the water will rob the earth of its unique quality of fragrance, and the element earth, deprived of its distinguishing quality, will be dissolved. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.4.15.19. The element fire then seizes the taste from the element water, which, deprived of its unique quality, taste, merges into fire. Air seizes the form inherent in fire, and then fire, deprived of form, merges into air. The element either sees the quality of air, namely touch, and that air enters into ether. Then walking false ego in ignorance sees a sound, the quality of ether, after which ether merges into false ego. False ego in the mode of passion takes hold of the senses, and false ego in the mode of goodness observes the demigod. Then total Mahat Tattva seizes false ego along with its various functions, and that Mahat Tattva is seized by three basic forces of nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. My dear King Parikshit, these modes are further overtaken by the original unmanifest form of nature impelled by time. That unmanifest nature is not subject to six kinds of transformation caused by the influence of time. Rather, it has no beginning and no end. It is unmanifest, eternal, and infallible cause of creation. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.4.2021. In the unmanifest stage of material nature called Pradhana, there is no expression of words, no mind, no manifestation of the subtle elements beginning from the Mahat, nor there are the modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance. There is no life air or intelligence, nor any senses or demigod. There is no definite arrangement of planetary system, nor are there present the different stages of consciousness, sleep, wakefulness, and deep sleep. There is no ether, water, earth, air, fire, or sun. The situation is just like that of complete sleep or of voidness. Indeed, it is indescribable. Authorities in spiritual science explain, however, that since pradhana is the original substance, it is the actual basis of material creation. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.4.22. This is the annihilation called prakritika, during which the energies belonging to the Supreme Person and his unmanifest material nature, disassembled by the force of time, are deprived of their potencies and merged together totally. This is the end.